So hopefully y'all will be able to do your homework in 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, and 5.5. I know I went over counting rule. I went over, I think we were on the flags. Did we finish the flags? Yes or no?
We did.
We did finish the flags?
Yes.
And, let's see, what is this one? Okay, this is a question. This is a question right here that you will see on a test. And one of my students from the 120-23 class, she took the SAT, and she says all of these questions that I tell y'all are on the standardized test or on the standardized test. And she proceeded to tell me she didn't know how to find the standard deviation. And I went, yeah. Anyway, she said, yeah, I had 5 numbers here, and I had 5 numbers here, and I was supposed to see which one had the biggest standard deviation. And I didn't know how to do it. I said, bull crap, you know how to do it, you just didn't want to do it. Anyway, here is the question. Write the question down, please. How many different samples, random samples of size 4 can be obtained from a population whose size is 20? Remember me telling you that combination is a committee question? Can y'all see the screen okay? Okay, y'all just act like y'all just bored out of your skull, that's all. All right, so, okay. So,
I can't
you
see
might want to
anything.
put, say again, what?
I can't see anything.
Oh my. Well, I'll send it again. It's a conspiracy is what it is. Okay, see if it comes in now. Is it coming in now, Miss Gravina?
All I see is a black screen.
Well, what about the rest of the class? What do y'all see?
I see it.
I see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
what you might want to do, Miss Gravina, is go out of the class and come back in.
Okay.
Do that right quick. We'll wait on you. Go ahead and leave and come back in. Evidently, I don't know, sometimes it helps when you leave and come back in. Make sure here she comes. Okay, give it a second and see if it comes in now. It should be a slide.
Now.
You see it now? I'm just
Yes,
amazing.
sir.
I'm amazing. I'm just fantastic. All right. Now, the way it'll read if it's a committee question, it'll say how many different simple random samples. Instead of it saying that, it'll say how many different committees of size 4 can be obtained from a group of 20 people. That's what it'll say. And if I can get the calculator up, and where's the calculator? The calculator is not on the word. Oh my Lord. They got the calculator over here. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm moving the calculator, folks. The calculator is on the TV screen. Okay, so I don't know how that happened, but I'm not gonna say anything. And there's the calculator. So if we were to punch this in a calculator, and that's one thing about 5.5, you can do just about everything on the calculator. So I'm going to do 20, math, probability, NCR, and 4. So I've got 4,845 different committees can be made from 20 people in a group. And that's how you do the committee question. Now the board question will be different. The board question, I want you to rewrite this question on there, and I want you to put board, and I want you to say, how many different boards with officers, president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer, can be obtained from a group of 20? All right, that's the board question. How many different boards with officers, president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer can be obtained from a size of 20, group size of 20? And the difference there, since it has order, you do 20, math, probability, in PR, and 4, and you're going to get a BA number. A whole lot bigger than 4845. And that's 116,280. One will say committee, the other will say board, and it'll have officers. So make sure you know the difference between a committee question and a board question. There's your flag question. We already went over that one. All right, go ahead and figure this one. I know we went over the lottery, but this is a different one, so I want you to write that one down as an example. And now did y'all just see that? It just disappeared. Okay, now everything's blinking. Do y'all see this?
It's looking like technology at its finest.
I don't know what to do. The PowerPoint just disappeared. I have no idea what to do. Because anything I do, it'll take half the class to bring it back. It is totally, did it do this last time?
Part 2.
Thank you.
Oh, so it did crash.
Yes.
Mr. Butcher, I heard him. Mr. Butcher, it ain't my fault.
Say again, Mr. McClure.
It's not my fault.
Uh-huh.
Look, show them the screen.
Yeah.
The screens just went black. I'm gonna have to restart the computer, tell them to stand by. And I rebooted the computer before I started class. I rebooted the computer and I rebooted Polycom. And it just totally screwed up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm forced to come here and I'm forced to do this crap. And then this is what happens. So y'all are just gonna have to depend on Thursday's class pretty much. Because I'm having to come up here to do this bull crap. I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch the keyboard. I didn't touch anything. And it just started blinking. Y'all saw it blinking.
Yes, sir.
And then after it blinked about what, 10 times? He just decided to just screw it. Are they still on there?
Yeah, there's
Okay. Well, I'm restarting the computer, y'all, so just bear with me. I gotta pull up everything again. I told my department head, I said, if y'all would just let me teach my classes and leave me alone, I said I could do a whole lot better without Tri-County Tech's help. You don't need to put that in the evaluations. Class was a whole lot better from Hubert's house than it was from Tri-County Tech because y'all suck. Okay, I gotta wait for teams to come up. Wow, it's bringing up stuff that I had already pulled up. That's fine with me too. Now, can I join, is that us today?
Yes, sir.
Mr. King, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Mr. King. He looks like he's at his last end. And it's still
I think
recording.
the stress.
Well, it's caused by Tri-County Tech brick phone technology. So don't blame it on me, okay? I don't want to be here. I'd rather everything runs smoothly when, I mean, I didn't pay for all that daggum equipment in my house for nothing.
You know,
Actually, I also have a whiteboard at home too, just like this. I bought it. I bought a projector and a whiteboard and the whiteboard application so I can, but it's easier just to use the, anyway, I'll shut up. I'm sorry, folks. Let me get the projector since we're still recording and it recorded our, that just pisses me off. I just all of a sudden just started blinking and it just said, screw it. I'm just going to go black on y'all. It just went all black. All my screens went black. All three of them. What did it do on y'all's end? Did it blink? Did y'all see the blinking?
Yes,
What did it do on y'all's end?
Mine blinked.
It did? Like
Yes.
10 times?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then it just went completely black.
That's what happened here. And I didn't touch anything, so I don't know. It must be the Russians. Let me find the one we were on. I can't remember which one I was on. Oh, the lottery. There you go. There's the lottery. And now this whole PowerPoint don't even look right. Look how white it is. It doesn't even look right. Is it still presenting?
no, sir.
This PowerPoint's supposed to have a whole lot more orange on it, and it's all white. So I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so here's the probability of a lottery winning by number of ways a ticket could win divided by the size of the sample space. Each ticket has two sets of 6 numbers, so there are 2 chances of winning for each ticket. The sample space is the number of ways that 6 objects can be selected from 52 objects. Okay, well, they already give it to you. There it is, 52 combination of 6. So pull up the handy dandy calculator, which I have to pull up again. Apologize for this. Maybe that was it. When I pulled up the calculator, maybe the calculator is the culprit. There's the calculator. Let me pull them back up. Where are they? There they are. Okay, so 52, math, probability, combination, 6. That's going to be a BA number. All right, write that number down. That'd be 20,358,520, and then 1 is going to go above that. So 1 over 20,358,520. And there it is right there, 520. Oh, it'd be 2. I'm sorry, they bought 2 tickets. Sorry. They bought 2 tickets. It says, does it say 2 tickets? What does it say? Probability given a 2. Each ticket has 2. There's the 2 right there. So it'd be 2 over. Okay, so there it is. That's a test question and a standardized test question also. And that's 5.5. So let's look at some 5.5 questions, so we can make sure that you understand what's going on with 5.5. And I have to pull that back up. So we'll call it my lab's math and pull that back up again. Sorry. And let's go to y'all's class and pull up some homework questions and see. I'm going to pull up the homework questions that look more like test questions. So, well, no, not that. Go to assignments. 5.5. And let's see. Well, that's a test question, so make sure you can do 10 factorial. Let me just start at the beginning and see. No Philadelphia lawyer questions, so I'm not going to even ask those. So, okay, no. Okay, that's a test question. That's a test question, but don't expect too many of those. There's only like 1 on the test like that. I don't put these on the test. I just make you answer the application questions. So I'm going to skip those. Skip those. Now this one, a woman has 6 skirts and 6 blouses. How many different skirt and blouse? What's 6 times 6? 36. Now write that question down, because that is a test question and a standardized test question. Just like, and this is just like the example I gave you with the meal, with the 2 desserts and the 2 appetizers and the 4 main courses. This is just like that one. So write that one down, because that is a test question and a standardized test question. A woman has 6 skirts and 6 blouses. Assuming they all match, how many different skirt and blouse combinations can she wear? And guys, you can use this whenever your woman says she doesn't have anything to wear. Try that, see how it works.
I think that would go over really well.
Yeah, it'd go over like a lead balloon in a punch bowl. Just don't get married. That way you don't have to worry about it. Next. And I'm not going to, let's see, let's see, I'm trying to get to one. Okay, here's one. Outside of home, there is 5 key keypad, numbered 1 through 5. The correct 7-digit code will open the garage door. The numbers can be repeated in the code. Outside of home, there is a 5 keypad numbered 1 through 5. the correct 7-digit code. All right, now this is the license plate, PIN number, or what I call it, the alarm code. So how many spaces do you have? Okay, 7-digit code. You got 7 digits. Now what is the spaces? Is the space the exponent or the base? The base. And what is our numbers? Instead of 0 through 9, what is our numbers? Then what is that? Count on your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. So what is it? 7 raised to the what? Somebody, I'll do that because y'all will tell me the wrong answer. So 7 to the 5th power is, write that down, 16,807. That should be your answer, 16,807. Uh-oh, I got it wrong. They must have used something else. I would say they did. I have no idea what they did. Given on the first try, it would be 1 over 70. I have no idea what they did unless they did factorial. Let me see what they did. N to the R. That's what I did. Except they did 0 through 9. Outside of home, there is a 10-key keypad.
No, they did the, we did like 7 to the 5, they did theirs like 5 to the 7, pretty much.
Okay, we did it backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, 5 to the 7th. Try 5 to the 7th. Sorry. Let me do 5 to the 7th. 5 raised to the 7th power. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I did it backwards. Now, the probability that the correct code is given on the first try, that's not going to happen. Because that'd be 1 over 7825, would it not? Or something like that. I guess 1 over what? 78 what? 125. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I like the first part of the question. I mean, the second part is not a test question. The first part is, I'm just sorry I got it backwards. That's why you need to have your notes so you don't get it backwards. Let's see what this one says. No. Suppose 12. Here we go. Here is your test question right here. Suppose 12 cars start a race. In how many ways can the top 3 be finished? So go ahead and do that one because that's a trifecta. And please put trifecta on this question because you can substitute cars with horses. Okay? So that'd be 12 what? Permutation 3. I'm just trying to give y'all enough notes so that y'all won't sit on your homework and just stare at a question. Okay? So even though some of y'all are going to do it anyway. 12, math, probability, NPR 3. Enter. 1320. So all you got to do is buy 1,320 tickets on the race. If you're gambling on the race, buy 1,320 tickets and you're guaranteed to what? Win. Now, if they're $1 a piece, then you're going to spend $1,320. Now, will you win the same amount of money? No. Why? Because each person of the race, if you're gambling, has the odds against winning. Y'all ever been to a horse race before? No, none of y'all have, probably. But anyway, each horse has a probability of winning. If you get 3 losers, let's say that Mr. King, you know, he's addicted to gambling, and he goes to the horse race and he buys 1,320 trifecta tickets. Okay? And let's say the day that he buys all those tickets, there's 3 horses in the back that doesn't have a chance of winning whatsoever. And something happens during the race and all the first 9 horses all fall down. And those last 3 horses come in first, second, and third. Will he win a bunch of money or a little bit of money? He's going to win a bunch of money because the last 3 horses that were expected to win came in first, second, and third. So it matters on which horses you bet on. And since he bet on all of them, and the first 9 horses fell down, then he's going to win a lot of money because he bet on those last 3 horses coming in first, second, third when he bought 1,320 tickets. Okay, here is your committee question. Write that one down. That's your committee question. Write down the committee question. And I want you to go ahead and calculate it with your calculator and tell me the answer. And please don't lead me astray. If you don't know what the heck you're doing, please don't say anything. I think they should call off work and school on rainy days. Don't y'all? Oh, yeah, the district does do that. They just don't call them off on snowy days and sleet, rain, and all this other stuff.
I think the economy would be very healthy if we did that.
Shut up, Hubert. Don't say a word. Shut up. I'm not going to say anything, Mr. King, because I'm a terrorist. Somebody give me a number. Okay, y'all really do suck as a class. Y'all know that, don't you? I'll do it myself. And as soon as I get halfway through typing, somebody's going to go, I got the answer. No, forget it now. I've already started. I'm not going to listen to you. 46, combination, what? 4. I got 163, 185. 163, 185. Okay, here is how many different 10-letter words can be formed from the following letters. Okay, now be careful here because you got some repeats. And when you got a repeat, let me show you something right quick. Let me go down here. When you got a repeat, it's a flag. What do you mean, Hubert? Well, I'll show you in just a minute. Write down the flag question here because this is a flag question. Now, the ones that repeat, just like right here, I'm going to show you. It's easier just to show you. The ones that repeat, let's see which ones repeat. L repeats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 5 factorial. The rest of them don't repeat. 1, 1, 1, 1, oops, sorry, 1, and 1. So the 5 factorial is the one that repeats. See that? So with this one, A repeats 1, 2, I thought I saw more than 2, just 2. Does anything else repeat? M repeats, that'd be 2 factorial. So you got 2 factorial, or you got 3? 3. 3 factorial times 2 factorial times 1 factorial times 1 factorial times 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. So that will be 10 factorial, I done forgot, over 3 factorial times 2 factorial times 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. Right? So take your handy dandy calculator and let's go with 10 factorial, and I'm going to put that in parentheses. 10 factorial, math, factorial, parentheses, and I'm going to put another set of parentheses up here. And I'm going to put a division symbol. And then I'm going to put parentheses. And then I'm going to do all this mess. 3 math factorial times 2 factorial. Now, do I need to do 1 factorial? No. Why? Because 1 factorial is 1. So times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, I get 302,400. 302,400. Now, what if I gave you the word smile? S-M-I-L-E. And ask you, that's 5 letters, isn't it? S-M-I-L-E. And said, what is the different combinations you could make up with the word smile? And you'd say 5 factorial, which is 120. Now that's the difference between these two. First of all, this one has repeating letters. Technically, it's not a word. It's just a arrangement of letters. Where smile is a word, and it doesn't have repeating letters. So that's why you do 1 with factorial of 5 factorial, and you do this one with 10 factorial over 3 factorial over times 2 factorial. I feel like I'm doing y'all's homework for you, but hopefully, like I said, you won't sit there and stare at it. This is another flag question. That is I think that is a standardized test question also, but I'm going to let you write it down. A golf course architect has 6 linden trees, 5 white birch trees, and 2 bald cypress trees to plant in a row along a fairway. In how many ways can the landscaper plant his trees in a row? This is the flag question. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 2 is what? 13. So, and you got 5 or 6 factorial, 5 factorial, and 2 factorial. So write that one down, and you'll see it in your homework also. And you'll put it in the flag format, which is 10 factorial over blah, blah, blah. In this case, this one's 17, and, well, there we go. 17 factorial over 7, 6, and 4. Same thing with this. You add them all up. This one was 11 or 13. So that'd be 13. Let's see, 6 and 5 is 11. 13 factorial over 6 factorial times 5 factorial times 2 factorial. Next. Okay, this is your question on committees and boards, I think. I've never, let's see. The grade appeals process at university requires that a jury be structured by selecting 5 individuals randomly from a pool of 5 students and 12 faculty. What is the probability of selecting a jury of all students? What is the probability of selecting a jury of all faculty? And what is the probability of selecting a jury of 2 students and 3 faculty? I believe this question is set up like the egg question. What are you talking about, the egg question? About cracked eggs. They used to have a book in this, they used to have one in this book about cracked eggs. The first one, you got to find the denominator. And after you find the denominator, let's see, yep, 57 has 57 potential juries. Yep, that's the way you do that one. I'm looking to make sure this is, yep, 57 combination 10. I'm looking to see if where they got their numbers. 10 individuals randomly selected from 27 and 30. Yep, and that's the denominator. So first you got to find your denominator. In this case, the denominator is going to be what? Well, let's see. The grade appeals process be structured by 5 individuals randomly. So 5 is the R from a pool of 5 students. What's 5 plus 12? So 17 combination what? 5. Write that down. That's your denominator. That's your first thing to do. Find the denominator. And then you're going to have to do each one. Okay? So it asks, what is the probability of selecting all students? Well, out of the 17, all 5. So that's going to be 5. That's going to be 17 combination 5. Because in our problem, it says, what is the probability of selecting a jury of all students? Well, how many students do you have? And how many are on the jury? 5. So that matches. So that would be 17 combination of 5. So A is going to be 17 combination of 5 over 17 combination of 5. No, that's not right. That can't be right. That'd be 1. So it'd be 5 combination of 5. That's what it would be. 5 combination of 5. Let's just do this one. So get your denominator, and that would be 17 combination of, I hate when they ask questions. I'm just saying yes. No, just What is it asking now? That's what I hate about this. Help me solve this. It asks too many questions. What are they asking? In order for an individual, is the order? No, it doesn't matter. It's a combination. How large is the combined 17? Can I type, please? And combination of 5. What they're doing is they're telling you to set up the denominator. And 17 combination of 5. Take your handy dandy calculator and let's do 17 combination, math, combination of 5. You ought to have seen this question with eggs. 7 were cracked and 8 were not cracked. And then, oh gosh, it was a pain. 6188, so that's your denominator. 6188 is your denominator. Okay, now they're going to tell you to do 5, let's see, 5 combination of 5 or whatever. For a student jury, how many students are available? There's 5 students that are available. And that's going to be 5 combination of 5. Yep, 5 combination of 5. And that's going to be what? 1. Somebody do 5 combination of 5. Or is it going to be 5? What's 5 combination of 5? 1. Okay, it's 1. And that's going to be, your first answer is going to be 1 over 64, whatever it was, okay? So what is, do that for me. 1 over, what do we say that first one was? 64 what? Y'all settle down, please. Answer one at a time, please. One of these days, y'all gonna have a class. Nobody's gonna talk to you, and y'all gonna remember me, and you're gonna feel bad. There it is, 61 what? I'll just do it myself. Thanks a lot for your help. 1 divided by 6188. And that's going to be 0.0001. Now, of course, y'all are supposed to sit there and look at the scientific notation like you deer in the headlights. You're supposed to look at that and have no earthly idea what that means. That's what you're supposed to do. 0.00016. Now you got to do the other one. Okay, now the other one says, what is the probability of selecting all faculty? Well, how many faculty you have to choose from? So that would be 12 combination of 5 over the 61, 66, or whatever it is. So go ahead and do that. 12 combination of 5. I'm not going to ask y'all what it is because y'all won't tell me. Over 6188. So I'm going to go to my handy dandy calculator and I'm going to do 12 combination of 5. Math combination of 5. And write down 792, and I'm going to divide that by, is it 6188? Yeah. And that's going to be point, let's see, what does it say, round to? Well, I hadn't asked yet. Hold on. Okay. How many faculty members are available? There's 12. How many are on the jury? 5. So that would be 12 combination of 5. What was the number I got? 700 and what? 792. And now, there we go. 792, round to 5 decimal places. That's 0.12799. 12799. And what does the last one say? Is that it? What is the probability of selecting 2 students? So that would be 5 combination of 2 and 12 combination of 3. So write that down. 5 combination of 2 times 12 combination of 3. And you divide that by 6188. 5 combination of 2, what do you get? And what is 12 combination of 3? And 220 times 10, oh my gosh, is 2200, right? 2200. Yes, Hubert, that's right. Thank you, class. One of these days, you're going to be sitting in y'all's office, and the mop sink is your desk with a piece of plywood on top of it, because you won't talk to anybody, and you're going to think about me. And what is that? What's that number? 2200 over 6188? I'll do it. 2200 divided by 6188. And I get 0.35553. 0.35553. And that is your answer. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you ever got the egg question, you wouldn't even do it. The egg question, that they took the egg question out. And that's one question I agree they should have took it out. That question was so difficult. A certain organization, a group recommends the use of passwords with the following format: consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, number. For example, Penray 4. Okay, so how many consonants are there? Well, first you got to count the vowels. A, E, I, O, U. There's 5 vowels, and there's nothing on there that talks about Y. Has anybody ever seen where Y is a vowel? Do they still teach that? Your kid, they don't?
Sometimes, right? But
I'm gonna look it up right quick. I was. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y.
I remember that, but like. After
Yeah, but what happened to it?
Thank
They just said, screw it?
you.
Okay, all right, so my education is just screw it, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. There it is right there. I didn't make it up. There it is. Let's see what it says, because I don't remember it. Okay, that's too much writing. I can't read all that. All right, let's go back to the last homework question. And the question has disappeared. I don't know where these questions go. They just disappear. They don't. There it is. Okay. All right, so write down the question. So let's just write down consonant. That'll be 21. Vowel is 5. 21, 21, 5, 21, 10. Now just write that down because a certain organization recommends the use of fast words with the following. I think you're going to use exponents and yep, 21 and 5, that's what we just did. The first symbol can be chosen 21 different ways. 21 ways. Oh my gosh, are they going to go through each one? Yep. That's what I just said when I went through and said 21, 5, 21, 21, 5. So they're asking each one. 5, 21. Okay, there it is. And that's what we're going to do. 21 times 5 times 21 times 5. And 10, of course, comes from 0 through 9. So I'm going to take my handy dandy calculator, since y'all won't tell me. And I'm going to multiply 21 times 5 times 21 times 21 times 5 times 21 times 10. Please make sure I didn't screw up. I got BA number 48,620,250. Did y'all get that? 48,620,000 what? That's all right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all know y'all not supposed to talk to me. Y'all not gonna be good wing on pickle students.
What does that mean?
Well, what's a pickle? Is a pickle sweet or sour?
I don't eat pickles.
Okay, well there you go then. A pickle is sour. Okay, if you weaned on a pickle, that means you got to stop sucking on a pickle. Okay, and if you're sucking on a pickle or a lemon or something sour, what does that make your face do? And that's what people weaned on a pickle. That's what it means. You old sour puss. You don't want to talk. You don't want to do anything. That's what it means. Okay. Now, what if they're case sensitive? Which numbers are case sensitive? I mean, which spaces? Is the numbers case sensitive? No. But the letters are case sensitive, right? So instead of 21, you'll have 42. Instead of 5, you'll have what? 10. So now you got to multiply 42 times 10 times 42 times 42 times 10 times 42 times 10. Oh gosh. 42 and 10. It's going to ask for 10, and that should be it. Yep, and now it's going to give you that 42 times 10 or 20 or whatever. There it is. 42 times 10 times 42 times 42 times 10 times 42, and that last 10, nothing changed on it because you can't make numbers case sensitive. And somebody crank that out for me. Well, just tell me which one it is. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, or Delta?
I think
Alpha?
it's A.
And that's it. So I've just done y'all's homework for y'all. What do y'all think? You're welcome.
That's great to me.
Yeah, and still people will not do it. People will turn in like a 5 on the homework, and I just did all of it except for maybe 5 questions. And I'll have people turn in a 6 on homework of 5.5. Any questions? Did we get anybody come in late today? Let me just go ahead and check, because they ain't gonna say nothing. They're just gonna sit there and, oh, am I supposed to say anything? Oh gosh, Tri-County has logged me out. What a surprise. Okay, 1/20/10. Okay, let's look for Dorsey. Let me turn the presentation off and turn the recording off. Don't leave yet.